Welcome back to Booze and Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and today I'm going to use some lemon and some cachaça, and we're going to make the caipirinha, Brazil's national drink. But first, this. Now, before we get started, this request came to me from Carla. She said her favorite version was with lemon. So Carla, here we go. Now, the caipirinha is Brazil's national drink, but it's in Paraty near Sao Paulo that we find an early document from 1856 that references the recipe that's to become the caipirinha. Now, this document was written during a cholera epidemic at the time, and it was written by João Pinto Gomes Lomego, who was a civil engineer. And he wrote, I quote, "Because of the concern with cholera and water, by necessity we began mixing medium aguardiente with water, sugar, and lime, because it was prohibited to drink straight water." And that comes from the official registry of the mayor in 1856. Now, some historians think that this drink might have an origin in Santos on the coast of Sao Paulo, where the first distilleries of cachaça were produced. Now, other versions give credit to Carlota Joaquina, the tragic Spanish princess of the Portuguese Empire in Brazil, who first mixed cachaça with the indigenous Brazilian fruits. And does it really matter? All we know is that this drink has become part of Brazil's national identity. Now, here's a couple of quick facts about cachaça for you. Now, cachaça is not a rum exactly, although you'll find it in the rum section of most liquor stores for convenience. And the main difference is that it's made from sugarcane juice, where most rums are made with the byproducts of sugar production, for example, molasses. Now, except rum agricole, it's made from sugarcane, but that's a bit of a technicality. So let's get into making a caipirinha. So this is a drink that we are going to make directly in the cup. And for this, we're going to use a rocks glass. However, the first thing that we need is half a lime. I'm just gonna cut the little nub off right here. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in half like so. We'll keep the other half for later, just because we know we're gonna want a second one of these. And what we'll do is we're gonna cut this again, and I'm gonna cut this into multiple pieces. And we'll take this, drop this directly into the glass, like so. That's an awful lot of lemon, right? You would think so. However, the next thing, of course, we need is 2 bar spoons or teaspoons of a white sugar. Put that in there like so. And it looks like a lot of sugar, but we have a lot of lemon in there as well. Now we're going to muddle this. What we're going to do is we're going to muddle this hard, and what's going to happen is the sugar granules are actually going to help bring out the essential oils in the rind itself, as well as the lemon juice directly from the lemon, or the meat of the lemon itself. It looks pretty good, smells pretty good. We're halfway to a lemon juice, oh yeah? Or yeah, lemonade almost. But the next thing we need to do is we're gonna add a little bit of ice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple of cubes of ice here, and they're not big, but what I wanna do is I just wanna crack them slightly. And I'm having a hard time with this apparently, and I'll take one more small cube, give it a bit of a crack. All right, looking good. So now what we have to do is add our cachaça. Now, I've never had cachaça before, and this drink is a first for me. So what I did is I was able to get some Novo Fogo from my local liquor store. I actually had to travel all the way across town for that. And first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna give this a little bit of a taste. Oh, this has a much different taste than I get from rum. I should say smell. I smell almost like a wet, grassy, vegetal, almost jungle-esque smell. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's pretty good. You definitely get that little, oh yeah, it tastes like a little bit of wet grass in the back there. Ooh, it's pretty good. It's got a little bit of bite to it. I like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the 2 ounces of Cachaca here. Now 2 ounces works out to 60 milliliters. And what we're going to do is now we're going to give this a little bit of a stir. We just want to bring everything together nicely. Look at that. Now, you could garnish this with a lemon to go with the lemons, but I want a splash of color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to garnish this with a lime wheel. Just because this will give me a slightly different smell and a different color to work with this. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just a sec. I use that word a lot. I think I don't know what that word really means. Actually, it's a beautiful looking cocktail. Nice, simple, easy to make. Let's give it a smell. Smells good. With this setup, you don't get the smells of the wet grasses or vegetal smells. You get a little bit of that citrus smell, a little hint of the cachaça. Let's try it out. It's very good. It's not what I thought it would taste like coming up with the straight cachaça. The lemon is definitely there, but the sugar has cut it nicely, and this cachaça here does a really good job of bringing all of it together. The cracked ice is giving it a little bit of dilution, but not much. And you know what? I can see why this is very, very popular. It's very light and easy to drink. And you know what? That's really good. Try it. Tell me what you think. It's a really good drink, and if you're going to base it as a national drink, you can't go wrong with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ingredients and the method of how to make this down into the description down below. If you have a different type of cachaça you think would be better, put that in the comments and let me know. But if this is your first time to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified and you won't have to wait for YouTube to suggest it to you. And you know what? Hit the thumbs up button. And we'll see you next time. She said her favorite version of this is with lemons. Fuck. All right, before we get into this, now this document was written during a cholera epidemic.